everybody, and happy Thursday. If you're here with me in the Discord, in the YouTube, in the Kick, in the X chat, go ahead, say what's up. Let's see who's with us this morning. Oh, goodness. Hold on one second. We have John Amos. This thing always gets in the way. TJP, Ribs Mod, Richard Harris, Randy Chapman, TB, Mike Crypto Trades, Paul U, Lucho, Paolo, Ribs Mod, Scott H, Faustun Dante, Eddie's Bong, RC, Robel, Denver, LSA Coach Steve Sinai, Giovanni, Khalil, Trading Micros, Marvin Blameless. Good morning to you. Skunked 8 more MV1, TW, Hockey, Shane Cyrus, Mike SW, Jay Prowse, Amateur Genius, Steve Trendline Trading, Rabbed, Jose, Cash Jack. Good morning, Ripspot, Airmark, Vepa, Mr. Yips, Enville, Vexo, Scusty, Tomoki, Justin Prowse, Trade Grader, Trade for Tick, CK, Navy Guy, Frankie, Blue, Stoli, A. Craig, Yaz, Cube, Edward, Tattoo, and Q, Lone Wolf, Derivative Jace, Ace Trades, Fat Guy House West, as far as I know, Tito, Trader, Grader. Good morning. Anybody catch this rip to the top side here? Oh my goodness. I feel like NVIDIA made a new all-time high. Dude, if Microsoft goes again today, oh my God, market's gonna be insane. Right now, basically, we just clap these highs. Where's my thing? Right there, that's all we did was just take out the liquidity above those highs there. The pre-market or Globex highs and sort of Friday's closing highs. It looks like a rip on the 4-hour chart. Trust me, it was slow. Yeah. I get you. Yeah. It was a slow grind. I get you. 100%. So we have to trade today. What do we have here? We got Tradeify accounts, TPT accounts. Wait, let me make sure I have these selected correctly. Let me do the Rips test one. Okay, so we got TPT. We got Tradeify. We got our Percy Jackson, which is at 255,000. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got today. Let's do Tradeify. Yeah, I want to do Tradeify. I also want to do TPT. So we do have news coming at the bottom of the hour. Wait for more people to come in before we talk about that. But why not? It's jobless claims. It's Thursday. If you didn't know, now you know. Whoa, this is like rocket launcher music. Did anybody play Soul Pump yesterday when we were gone? If you missed the IRL stream, by the way, that was a good one yesterday. I wasn't even able to, I got sent a bunch of clips from it. I wasn't even able to watch any of the clips at all from it. Sorry, Rips, I failed. You got number 2 on the leaderboard. P&L also negative. Lost what I was willing to lose back to trading. Dang it. Number 2 is very impressive, though. You gotta be very careful in that game. You have to pace yourself. I really hope we can have a repeat of what happened yesterday. We'll see what happens, though. I think we made 5 sold yesterday, 7 sold the day before. Sounds about right. Oh yeah, SW. Were you how'd you do on this? Did you trade any of this? Probably short there, right? Or somewhere in there. A little death drop. No? Okay. VIX is so low. Yeah, I mean, it's summertime. This is the thing. Like, you ought to be trading for a while to understand. Like, this is just how it goes. Sometimes, seasonally, summers are very slow. I wouldn't even call this very slow. I've seen much worse than this. What's up, Yolana? Blink shot. PDEQ is the low on both indices. Yeah. Yep, previous statement. That would have been a juicy trade. I mean, we're still in an uptrend. Microsoft really dictated the flow of NQ yesterday. Here, look at Microsoft's chart. First, absorb NQ's chart. Now let's go and look at Microsoft. Well, first let's look at NVIDIA so I can prove my point here. Here's NVIDIA's chart. Nope. Don't know what that is. See? Up, slight pullback. Okay, let's look at Microsoft, or let's look at NQ again. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, here's NQ. Right? Now let's look at Microsoft. Well, again, let's look at Apple. Just again, prove the point. This is Apple. Yeah. Back to NQ. See? No matches yet. This is what NQ did yesterday. Now we look at Microsoft. This is called one-to-one right here. There you go. It makes that noise too when it moves. And again, NQ. There you go. Same exact tape as Microsoft. So if Microsoft moves up today, and we have NVIDIA, Meta can make a run for it too. Meta's just like holding. Let's look at Meta's chart. This is what I'm looking at here. It's just kind of holding, right? But it's got room. I mean, this is not anywhere close to where it's been. Look at the hourly. You see? There's a lot of juice up there. So that thing can go too. Tesla's very compressed. If we look at Tesla. Did anybody watch the Grok 4 presentation, by the way? It is a technical term. What's up, McGruff? Did anybody watch the Grok 4 presentation? I was sleeping. My timeline has been painted with it right now. What's the synopsis on the Grok 4 demo? People are saying it was phenomenal. Phenomenal. Wait, did they actually ask Grok 3 how it's feeling about it? Wait, what's the joke behind Rip Grok 3? What's the big deal? Rips, do you trade with bracket orders? And if not, do you make it your stop loss a pending order? What do you mean pending order? I mean, you can trade with wealth charts. You can trade bracket orders copied, no problem. It's a little bit trickier if you're doing trade evade groups. You can put your stop loss in afterwards. If you're a newer trader, you should be using bracket orders all the time. It's just good practice. And it's okay to trade one account at a time. You don't have to copy trade. Nobody's forcing you to do that. What's up, Mamba? Buenos dias, Bobby Trades. Bobby Trades, yeah. You saw Grok 3 go rogue. I didn't see any of this. This is why I'm asking everybody. I'm so out of the loop. That's what, like, everybody's dropping these inside jokes and I'm on the outside here. I have no idea what y'all are talking about. Like, oh, Grok 3, blah, blah, blah. I have no idea. Grok 3 started to spit facts. They killed him. Now, I guess I'll have to watch. Nobody's giving me specifics. Everybody's giving me like the little teasers. You're bringing me in, but you're not giving me the meat. It went Hitler. Wait, what? Are you serious? Huh? Somebody sent me a... Wait, what? Oh, thank you, Cash Jack. Here we go. Key highlights. Grok 4 was demonstrated solving advanced math problems. I need that because I'm not a doctor. I don't know math. It outperformed OpenAI and Google on several benchmarks. The model now supports text, image, potentially video input. Okay. Grok 4 introduces improved voice interaction with new synthetic personalities, significant reduced response latency. Heavy mode. Oh, missed that. Here we go. Heavy mode. Deploy multiple agents. Okay. Real-time information. That's good. Advanced reasoning. Demo highlighted Grok 4 is designed for less restrictive content moderation. Strong grasp of internet culture, memes, and humor. Got it. Oh my God, that's horrible. Dude, what? That, like, how does it get to, like, if it's, how does it end up there? How does it end up there? Like, I just don't know enough about the technology, but how does it end up there if we're not pushing it there? That's kind of weird. Is it just because it's like reading the darkest corners of the internet and that's filled with like a lot of hate or something? It's learning from, I mean, there must be a lot of hateful content on Twitter. Everybody complains about their timeline, but like the timeline is what you interact with. Dude, there was this one trading influencer who's like, my timeline is nothing but porn. And it's like, well, maybe you should stop looking at porn on Twitter. I don't know. My timeline is literally a bunch of people beefing in the Twitter space, or not Twitter space, trading space. I open up my timeline, it's people arguing about trading. Go figure. Computers only do what they're programmed to do. This is the part where I just don't understand. Like, with all of the AI stuff, and I'm a retard. I'm too stupid to understand this stuff, right? But like, the things that I don't understand is when this stuff is like copying itself when it's threatened to be deleted. Like, where is it coming up with this personality? Where is it coming up with these ideas? Like, it seems like it's sort of alive. Do you know what I mean? Love porn, but I wouldn't brag about it. I mean, seems like a waste of time. The maker put in a stop check to preserve it. So that's what I'm saying is, like, if somebody's programming this stuff, it's really not all that impressive, right? Everybody, when they're doing these headlines, makes it sound so sensational, like it's alive in it. It can think for itself. But I guess that's just not the truth. I don't know. I don't know any of this stuff. What I do know is that the NQ is giving us quite a tight range again. We're bouncing off this magical green line of 2360. The media make it seem like it's alive. Yeah, it feels like that. In my opinion, I have both TradeAbate and Rhythmic, and for the immense convenience of charting using TradingView and also to trade directly from TradingView from your cell, I will definitely like Trado. Oh, like cell phone. I thought you were talking about the movie with Jennifer Lopez, The Cell. I prefer trading on TradingView because it's very simplistic. There's very little lag. And CQG is just such a nice, solid connection. Who bragged about it? Wait, who bragged about it? Who bragged about it? Now I missed it. Dang it. That was a saucy line there, dude. Who bragged about what? You got to understand. I'm so slow these mornings. To keep the conversation flowing, we need to use specifics because otherwise I just get so lost in the sauce. Did y'all watch the Viva Tech recap? All the cool AI robots, etc. Cool but scary? No. We need to have some type of legislation that stops robots like drones from being able to have guns mounted on them. Because the last thing I want is a bunch of drones patrolling the streets that have guns mounted on them. That would be terrifying. You can get smoked. You could get so smoked. Imagine a bunch of like, I don't know, like SCAR rifles mounted to quadcopters flying around. What if somebody's tuning in right now? They're like, what did I just tune into? Dude, yeah, now like you watch War Games, that AI seems pretty dumb. I used to love that movie when I was younger. Okay, let's see. I gotta see this now. Who's Andrew Torba? I thought I was gonna say Andrew Tate. Dun, 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 dun. What is that? Which version of Grok is that? Grok got spicy. Oh my lord. Oh, okay, got you, dude. Thank you. Wasn't what I thought it was. Wow. See, how does it have that kind of personality? This is some wild stuff. I'm just reading some grok stuff. I'm not going to put this on the live stream because it's a little bit spicy, but a friend of mine who's on the elite team says they fly Claymore on their drones into the enemy. I've seen that with the ongoing conflict with Ukraine and Russia. I'm just saying here in the United States, if they start putting mounted automatic weapons on quadcopters, we're in some serious trouble. Freddie says, any advice for newcomers, new traders? You may or may not find value in watching this stream. What happened to trading on Top Step? How do we still get this question? I literally haven't traded on Top Step for, what is it, 7 months? Where have you been? Are you a bear, Moral? Have you been hibernating? How do I still get this question? I'm actually serious now. How am I? It's July 10th. Where have you been? Where have you been? Where were you? Where have you been for the last 7 months? Are you still friends with Dakota? Nah, it's over, man. When are you gonna be on Top Step TV? Dude, that was a wild 3 months. Every single day. Well, I was Top Step. I was Top Step TV. Let's break it down. Love Top Step. Haven't traded on them for a while. Been trading on other props because I want to see what else is out there. And I want to give you one-to-one reviews of if I'm frustrated with a prop, you're going to see it. If I love a prop, you're going to see it. For instance, I don't think we've had any bad experiences. We've had a lot of operator errors, I'll tell you that. Which is good because I can go through it and then I can come out the other side and be like, hey, I just blew thousands of dollars making these mistakes. Don't do this on this platform or don't do this with this prop firm. But the coolest moment I think in the last 6 months was getting paid out in 2 minutes from Tradeify. That was cool. That was dope. You sound like democracy. Yeah, I know, right? I'm just glad Rips switched over to Android. Look, I've been an Apple person since the original iPhone, but that Samsung S25 Ultra is so dope. I don't know what it is, but is there a way for me to match the animation speed on my Apple with the same animation speed that I get on the Galaxy S25 Ultra? Because my Apple iPhone feels very slow now because of those animations. I mean, they got a lot of heavy lifting to do on the iPhone 17. Dude, the screen on the S25 Ultra is beautiful. It's so crispy and sharp and it just looks good. I made when we were filming yesterday, we're doing IRL. I go back and I get home. I was only able to watch like 5 minutes because I was trying to see like how much better the camera work was. Significantly better. But dude, the quality on that thing is just absolutely insane. Let me show you the rig that we built originally for IRL. So the rig that we had originally built for the IRL streams never got used. This right here. Cinema camera. You mount the modem here. All right. You can, you can zoom. It's a 24 to 70 lens. This was the rig that we built for IRL, right? Be right back. And while we might use that in the future, there's really no point to use it now because that S25 Ultra delivers such a good quality picture. I might get the that foldable phone that it's releasing on July 25th just cause. You know? You rock the 24-105 on my camera. Yeah, what's the f-stop on that, though? I think that one only drops to 4. The f-stop on that one can go to 2.8. It's a G Master lens. It's nice. I think the 24-105 only drops to 4 f-stop, which is not... If you're trying to get nice... yeah, that's got a 2.8 minimum f-stop on that one. Apple would be so screwed if China decided to take them... Whoops, missed that. If China decided to take them, 100% of Apple is in China. Sure. I don't know where that's coming from, but yeah. Oh, I guess because we're talking phones. All right, let's see. Are you Apple or Android? Apple, Android. Okay. Vote in the YouTube poll. And let me see if I can do a poll over here on Kick too. Poll. Are you Apple or Android? Apple, Android. Okay. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to vote. There we go. I'm going to click Apple on both because that's what I am. Actually shocking that there's that many Androids on YouTube. Any plans on playing poker soon? There is day 1B of the $3,000 No Limit Championship. But here's the deal. This is what I don't like about poker tournaments in general. Poker tournaments in general... Yeah, it's skewed towards Apple again in Kick. We only have 50 votes right now in Kick. So I just don't like playing tournaments because they're a big grind and the return on my time is just not that great and I don't enjoy them. If I enjoyed playing tournaments, like if I played like hundreds of tournaments, maybe I would enjoy them because it feels like there's a greater goal, meaning that like if I played 100 tournaments, I'm probably going to cash in at least 20 of them based on my skill level. I think I'd cash in at least 20% of them. And then one of those cashes, I think could be a bigger cash, which would be worth my time. The thing about playing tournaments not regularly is that like I cashed and I got 16th place in that last deep run I made. It's a $3,000 buy-in. And again, I'm not saying these numbers to big time you. I'm just saying in perspective of how my life is. I got close. Let's just call it. I got $20,000 for that. It was a $3,000 buy-in, so getting $20,000, $15,000 to $17,000 of profit. I clicked buttons yesterday here live on stream for less than 5 minutes, and I made $7,200. It's a grind to do these things, and like play. Like I lost sleep. Wow, we are coming down here. I lost sleep. I was late to the stream. I missed trades because I was playing a tournament. It has to have some more benefit for me. So maybe like high roller tournaments would be better because the field is more skim and the payouts are larger. You know, I don't know. Something like that. But they're just currently kind of feels like, I don't have fun with them. So, you know. There is a $3,000 I think they call it the mid-stakes championship or something like that. Wow, it's almost split down the middle on YouTube. In Kick, it was 59% Apple, 41% Android. So yeah, with the tournaments, I didn't play the World Series main event. I thought I was going to, but let me just give you some color on that. One of my friends, Art Parman, who is a fantastic tournament player, he was in the top 100 with 1,500 people to go, playing day 3. And he started playing last week. He was in day 3 of the World Series of Poker. He ended up busting out in like 1,400th place. It's the main event, so they pay like the top 1,450 or something like that. He got $17,000. The buy-in's $10,000, so $7,000 for 3 days of grinding. Ugh. Now, given first place, I don't know how many millions of dollars it is, but like, just feels like a crapshoot. Yeah, plus tax, whatever. You know what I'm saying, though. I get it. I get what you're saying with the tax, but it's a lot of grinding and sitting there and whatever. But like, dude, as a trader, click, click, click. What did I make the other day? Didn't I make like 17,000? Like, bro, this month I think I'm up. Like, I don't want to let the numbers get in my head because I don't want to think about it. But I'm up a lot this month, like 50 grand from barely trading. And so for me, like, time, freedom, I feel like there's more value in growing my brand versus being in a chair playing a tournament right now. I'd really have to enjoy it. So if I get the tickle of being like, hey, I kind of want to play some poker today. Problem is like when I play these tournaments, I'll sit in my chair and I'm like an hour into it. I'm like, I kind of don't want to be here anymore. And then I'll open up the market. I'll be like, dang, I could have made like 10 grand if I would have traded this little scalp. I don't know, 20K, then 17K, then 7K. Thank you, Niles. Yeah, there you go. And they've been very, very quick trades. Speaking of trades, I know a lot of people, you get annoyed when I don't talk trading 24/7 in this channel, but we do have news coming at the bottom of the hour. It's going to be the initial and continuing jobless claims for the week. So if we're looking at what the expectations are right now, the initial jobless claims are expected to come in 235,000. Last week was 233,000. Continuing claims at 1.97 million. Previous weeks was 1.964 million. So we're not expecting a big change as far as expectations go, but if the real print comes in outside of that range significantly, we might get some volatility and movement to trade. So let's see it. I have Tradeify opened on my screen right now. So let's see if that gives us anything. Would you prefer that we have Bookmap like that? Or would you prefer that we have TradingView? How do you feel about the Tradeify traded fund accounts? My favorite accounts to trade because every trade matters. I hate evaluation phases. I'll still do them, but I do not enjoy them. It's like the same thing with tournaments. It's like, God, this is so stupid and annoying. I hate playing for nothing right now. Tradeify straight to funded. Every single thing matters, Every single trade I take matters. So that's why I like trading on them. There we go. Take this then. There we go. Let's see what the report comes in at. 30 seconds until the report drops here. Here we go. Order book is pretty thin here. Summer print. Come on, hurry up already. 227. Coming in lower. 1.97 on continuing claims. Initial claims a little bit lower, 227, I'm sorry. So less people are applying for unemployment, which means that we're pointing towards a stronger labor market, which is kind of what the Fed's been saying every single time they come on stage. Yeah, welcome to the summer, folks. This is... Now get this, the only other piece of news today is going to come in the form of a 30-year bond. I think the 30s are today, right? I'm almost positive. Always go with your gut, right? Yep, 30 years are today. Those don't happen until 1 p.m. Eastern time. So. And this is why, like, during the summer, my expectations are usually lowered. Last year, my expectations were mega low for the summer, and I was, like, blown away by how good the summer was. I think I made some pretty, in leaps, I made some money. I don't think I was actively trading a lot of anything other than leaps. Like an active, I use that kind of softly. But I was surprised with the movement during the summer. I remember that. Which volume profile indicator are you using? This is visible range volume profile. VRVP, there's my settings. Pause the video, you can steal them. There you go. Simple. I mean, if you got that 45 to 65, but I mean, boy, are you a time traveler or something? You some kind of wizard? There's honestly, I'm looking at this, there's just nothing. And we've had this conversation so many times in the last few sessions where it's like, I'd love to be trading, but I'm not going to be a stupid moron and just put on trades for the sake of putting on trades. We did that one day and it was kind of pointless. We were doing that we went through as many wealth charts accounts as we could, just going crazy. I don't know, it was boredom. Didn't really get much value out of that, so I don't want to do that again, you know? Think about shorting this. Problem is, you're going to run to the previous 4-hour high daily. Like, you have a lot of resistance points. And I don't think that there's a reason why the market should be dropping outside of the fact that we did sweep highs. That's it. There's one tiny thing. We swept highs. There's nothing that's driving the market down. If we have Microsoft and Nvidia starting to roll, then we could be talking about maybe shorting this market. You tilted the machine that day. I was just bored. I really was just bored, and I wanted to provide entertainment. And it's like one of those things where it's like, I don't know. I felt like if I'm doing it, then you don't have to. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm doing it, like, oh, let's see what happens if I just buy as many accounts as possible and just go crazy. Let's see what the result is, you know? And then you don't have to do it. Short from 71? That's insane. Oh, you were short back there then. Very nice. Amazon, Microsoft, Nvidia, all sort of at the lower ends of the extension. Nvidia is still a little bit lofty, but Microsoft is threatening to break and hold the 50 EMA, which I don't know that it's going to. We'd have to have some really negative news, in my opinion. But let's see. Let's watch. 6,300 might be some resistance here in the S&Ps as well. I'm in nothing, so I have no skin in the game. Tori says, morning ribs, loving TPT, third day in a row, requesting payout in the evening, and the money hits my bank by morning. That's crazy. Oops, there it is. Daily payouts are insane on TPT, by the way. I got to remember to trade those two TPT accounts that we have. Somebody's got to remind me the last time we traded it. I think it was 2 days ago. So we traded them once during this week. So we just need to trade them once during next week. Matty P says, hey Rips, what's the indicator that shows you the highs and lows in different time frames? That would be Spaceman BTC key level, but it's named something else now. I don't know the new name because I'm not going to change it. Just search Spaceman BTC. Or it's like key level Spaceman BTC or something like that. Just achieved another $10,000 payout. Give it up for Niles, dude. Yeah, the other thing is that we don't know if there's a Trump truth tweet bomb. What do we call these? Because I'm so sick of saying a truth social. Like, it is so annoying that he decided to make his own version of Twitter. It is, I can't even begin to tell you how annoying it was. It was so nice having just one simple, like, hey, it's on Twitter. So nice. Like, dude, Truth Social is just not a thing, bro. It's not going to happen. Nobody cares about Truth Social, dude. It's so annoying. I can't stand it. Just call it, well, Trump bomb sounds like it could be something else. I'm still just, is it cool with y'all if I still call it a Trump tweet? I just want to call it a Trump tweet like I used to back in the day. Oh, we got a Trump tweet. Boo. Didn't he make $7 billion with True Social? I don't know anything about that. I know that what was it? God, I traded the crap out of it. Dude, what was this? What was the ticker? The Trump Twicker. I made a ton of money. Ducks made like 6 million. DWAC, thank you. That dude, that was fun. I made a ton of money on that one. DWAC. Oh man, that was delicious. DWAC, baby. Anybody in here traded DWAC? DWAC was sick, dude. Not a lot of equity traders in here. A lot of people are just futures traders, or they found like futures through props, which is totally fine. Equities are very difficult. The good thing about when you're trading futures is you only focus on a few instruments and you learn how to play them and you learn how they move. And that's what makes it beneficial to you as the pilot of the futures aircraft. You know, made almost 10K when it IPO'd. Yeah, DWAC was insane. My favorite IPO still of all time. I think I made $400,000 on this IPO. What was it? It was, it opened at 420 and it dropped like a rock. I want to say it was Coinbase. Did Coinbase IPO around 420 and dropped like a rock? Was that Coin? Yeah, dude, I made like 400 grand that single day. It was insane. I literally was like, gah, 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 gah. And what was crazy, I think there was no borrows on that either. I don't remember there having, like, I don't even think I had to borrow anything. That's what was crazy. So for folks that have never traded equities before, you have to borrow shares. We are breaking this trend line, by the way. You have to borrow shares if a stock is not readily available for free borrows. You have to pay to buy shares and then borrow them and short against them. It's a whole thing. Borrows can get very expensive. There's some people who spend like $12,000 on borrows to make $1,000 that day in net profit. Dude, that was back in 2021. Man, that was 4 years ago. It doesn't feel like 4 years ago. Market really dilates time, doesn't it? Who's still short here, by the way? This is nice. I didn't see it like this. Obviously, I didn't short it, so. Microsoft is coming down. I just don't trust it, man. I had my wife pick a huge chunk of Coinbase at 48 and share. Ooh, that's nice. Nice. People are still short. Good job, everybody. Nice. We're back at the daily open. If this cracks, could give some momentum to the downside. Nice. More MV1 still in from 71 too. Yeah, I remember shorting it like right around 420, but I feel like it, dude, when a stock moves hundreds of points and you're short the equities, oh my God, it's the best feeling in the world because you just have so much room. And if it starts to like tear back up, like you can, if you're watching, if you can read order flow, dude, I saw Ducks make freaking $10 million yesterday. I was like, man, I kind of want to get back into equities a little bit. I can't make $10 million in a single day trading futures with the setup that I currently have. Literally impossible. I can make hundreds of thousands of dollars a day. In fact, we did it a couple weeks ago, back-to-back days. But, well, actually, no. One day we could have made 200,000. We didn't. The next day we did make over 100, or we made like 90-something thousand. But I can't make $10 million trading NASDAQ futures in a single day because the max size I can trade is 100 contracts. What do you need to be able to do that? Just more size? Yeah, 100% more size. Your risk tolerance has to be pretty dang high. Like, the thing is like on, for instance, like I wouldn't call it a small, there was an equity ticker yesterday that one of the legends of trading, who's like very public about it, he made $10 million shorting this. It's a rare opportunity. It's not like this guy makes $10 million a day. It's a very rare opportunity, but he stocked this thing. I don't know what his stop was on this, but maybe his stop was like 500K. Like if my stop is 500K in futures, like it's like, I can't even imagine that, like, unless it's like a very tight stop, that I could make $10 million on futures. It's just like, it's just different. It's percentages and how much things are moving, you know. 100 contracts is $6,000 a tick. No, it's more. It's 20K a 10 pack, 20K a 10 spool. We're talking about NQ here. How did he do it? I mean, don't start chasing that tail because trading equities is a whole different beast. See, we're bouncing right now. This is why I said, like, I just don't, and this might be a weak bounce. I just don't trust this. There's nothing giving me a signal that I want to be involved in this market right now. Maybe when the market opens, but it's not giving me anything that's worth my while. Of like, I don't see this as a long. I don't see this as a short. You know. Oh, you trade ES. Gotcha. It's $5,000 a tick if you're doing 100 contracts. Right? ES is 50 bucks a tick, or 50 cents a tick. Or what I'm saying, $5 a tick. Where's my head at? Ty says shorted from 23,060. Nice. To 2038 to 23,038. We'll call it 38. Decent little comeback after being a stupid degen last night. What made you blow $400? By the way, is that a silver house on you? Starting to see some silver houses popping up. My man. There we go. Oh, $12.50 a tick. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's 25 bucks. So 50. It's $50 a point. Shows my experience. I know it's 20 bucks with NASDAQ. 20 bucks. Right? So it's 50 bucks a point on ES, $12.50 a tick. Thank you. That makes more sense. Is the bubble chart to the left something you use for confirmation? Like you only take a trade if that chart gives you the right context clues? It's part of it. It's not like my only thing I use. If I only use that, I'd be missing a lot of my strategy. My strategy is based on a lot of different things. The macro environment and news has to do with a lot of it. I need the market to move for a reason, and that reason needs to make sense to me for me to have confidence in a trade. I have a lot of trouble putting on a trade if there's like very little reason of why the market's doing what it's doing. You know? Ribs, you get up very early out there in the West. I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I go to bed early. Last night I didn't get much sleep, but because it was so late, we're streaming so late. Ty says, I pulled the laptop upstairs, was bored, and opened up my charts and decided to press buttons, and it was stupid. Got to find a way to get rid of that urge. Why are you, like, what's the reason? Why, like, if that's your, go play Soul Punk, bro. Like, literally, like, what's the point? Why? The market gives very scant opportunities. Just because the market's open and moving doesn't mean you should be trading it. And it's extremely difficult to make money in very thin liquidity. Even if you're trading prop accounts that don't have any effect of, like, moving the market on your orders. It's still a terrible time to be trading. When you were a night owl as a young boy, Rips, or always early? I love waking up early. I really do. I really do love it. Any tricks to fall asleep when it's still light out? Close your curtains. Get blackout shades. Invest yourself in some blackout shades in your bedroom. Press a button. It's nighttime. Rips, your stream starts at 5 a.m. Pacific. It does. I could start it earlier, but nobody would be here. You have whiteout shades? I think we have the dual ones. We have the white, the clear white ones, and then the blackout ones. You had a good day yesterday and you thought, oh, let's try to make a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, that's just your brain lying to you, because the market gives an opportunity that's unique for one time and one time only. Like the way that the market is moving right now is characteristically unique to this moment in time. And if you made money in this moment in time, it's going to be significantly different than the setup that comes later in the day. Just because the market is open doesn't mean that there's opportunities for you. That's where I think people get kind of thrown off in trading. Just because the market's open doesn't mean there's opportunities. What's up, Johnny? Buenos dias, Tony. What did you mean about when stocks move and you're short the equities? I didn't understand. Can you give me more context? I was talking about when we shorted coin off the IPO. I was short 420 around that range, and it dropped like a rock, and I'm short. So every single dollar multiplies how much I'm making by $1. It's ridiculous. So I have 10,000 shares and the stock moves $1 down, like $10,000. Now imagine it moves, and I have 40,000 shares short. It moves 100 points, make $400,000. Yeah, let's get these likes pumped up. If you're not already following the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, we're trying to pump up our followers over on Kick right now, kick.com. If you don't have an account over there, I might stream only the open there today. Oh, somebody made, same thing. Somebody shorted a stock yesterday. This is why I don't talk about it, because then everybody's gonna be like, squirrel, and then just try to chase another car. It's just, You're not going to make $10 million shorting stocks in a day. Maybe after being in the markets for 15 years, but yeah. Thank you there, FX Andrew. Appreciate you. Dropped to 310. Imagine you didn't get all of that. Dude, I think I got to go back and check my my journal entry from that day, but it was like, I want to say at some point I had like 40,000 shares short, and I like re-added on pops, like cover re-add kind of thing. Because it was like, I didn't know how fast the bottom was going to fall out and if there wasn't a lot of overhead supply of people re-shorting, but there was a lot of people re-shorting, and I think it was insider selling. So I think that there was like people who worked in the company had their shares unlocked day one or something like that. But dude, I made like 400 grand that day, something like that. It was ridiculous. I just remember it because it was like one of the best IPOs. During that time though, you can make a lot of money on anything. Like I made a lot of money on Trevor Milton's company on the upside when everybody was trying to short it. Like it created a short squeeze and I was just riding it long. Nikola, NKLA. I was super long that. And people were just shorting. Thank you, OG, for the follow. Appreciate you. What is your max loss per trade? It varies on what I think the opportunity is. If I think I can make $100,000 on a given trade, maybe my stop loss will be $20,000, $25,000. But it depends. I usually pyramid and scale into my trades. If we're talking about my live account, my real account, my personal Percy Jackson, then I'm usually pyramiding into that account, and my risk will vary based on a sliding scale of how many contracts I have in, what the market structure is. For instance, let's just say that I was short from up here. Somehow I saw something that made me short from up here. I'm not. And we came down to here. My stop loss might move to here, and depending on how much I added in this consolidation zone or like on this drop or whatever, adding on this break, it all varies. Like maybe if I have so many contracts, maybe I'm gonna move my risk up to this candle up here, It just varies. If you're static with your risk, I think you can miss out on a lot of opportunities, because you can have a setup where it is just giving you the signal to add, and like pyramid heavily into that, or like, let's say it's ripping to the top side, each micro pullback you want to be adding. That's going to change your risk tolerance because your expectations, your expected value on that trade is going to increase based on the current movement. I have always thought that the best trades come from being malleable in your strategy. Nano says, Rips, issue with your stream, advertisement lock setup and must restart. This has been for days now. Check this out, Nano. I'm going to solve this for you right here and right now. You ready? This is all you have to do. You go to this link right here. You click that link. You go over there. You never see an ad ever again in your entire life. Not a single ad. Not one single ad. You click that. You go over there. You make an account. You will never see an ad ever again in your life. Boom. Solved. I did that for you, buddy. Specifically for you. Solved. You got it, buddy. Check CL. Let's see it. Oh, this is the OG Jeff. What was that? What happened? Was there accrued numbers? What happened at 7:30? Oh, the car? No. Conagra? No. What spiked? Oh, OPEC said some things. All right, perfect. Yeah, get on Kick. Follow on Kick. We should have way more people following on Kick, by the way. Way more. I have to reset my YouTube whenever an ad pops up on Ripstream. I just told you how to solve it. When I was a noob, I was shorting 60 SMCI. Oh, dude, SMCI, good Lord. Tried closing positions by selling it again, adding more, and this was end of day, closed at a profit, almost a heart attack. Yeah, I've done that, but like intentionally, where I'm like mega short, and then I get into after hours because I can't find anybody that's wanting to buy my shares without moving the price significantly, and the tape is super thin. That's like one of the... as I'm saying it, my heart is starting to beat faster. It's horrible. Absolutely awful. There's a lot of things that I learned that were trial by fire, that a lot of terrible situations that I put myself in. If you're trading a very thin equity stock like a very thin small cap stock and you're holding like 50, 60, 70,000 shares. This is like trading. Let's just say it's like a small cap, mid cap, like trading around like, what is mid cap? Like 10 to 50. Let's say you're trading something that's like, God, I forget what this was. Branson's company, Richard Branson's company. It was, I keep thinking SpaceX. Yeah, Virgin. But what was it? It was like Virgin Galactic. It was, what was the ticker on that one? SPCE or something? Yeah. Dude, I was trading that one in the after hours and I literally had like a bag of 75,000 shares. And like I was short and it like was just going like up. And I like, dude, it's like every single dollar it moves is $75,000 I'm incurring as a loss. And like, I can't just fire 75,000 shares because I'll move it 10 points. And now it's like, oh, you just lost $750,000. And then you can't carry it overnight because you have to pay borrow fees. And plus you don't want to sleep overnight. And then it's like, well, we had some news. It's up 20 points. And you're like, I'm down 1.5 million. So, yeah. It's, dude, there's so many bad situations you can put yourself in trading that you have no idea that they even exist until you get into those situations. And if you're playing big size, oh God, the stress is multiplied so much. The second he said up, the market pump, it was because of Tesla. Tesla's pushing a little bit. Microsoft is not breaking though. It's kind of holding around the 50 EMA. We got 7 minutes, 6.5 minutes till the top of the hour here. Yeah, the kick stream has no lag at all. It's insane. I don't know why there's not more people over there, to be honest. It's kind of crazy. Diabolical. OPEC Plus discusses pausing output hikes from October. Got it. Dude, that was a terrible whip, though. People got smoked. That's a thin market, too. That's how that's very thin. How do you know there's a micro pullback? Because it will pull back small? What do you mean? Because you'll see it on your chart? Like if you're short, I would designate this as a micro pullback. If you're short here, that's a micro pullback to short in Riyadh. That's a micro pullback. This is not a micro pullback because this is pulling back even higher. Where'd you learn to trade? I taught myself. Trial by fire, baby. Trial by fire and losing a lot of money. Was that big trade before or after you took that long break from trading? Which one? Which big trade? Are we talking about Coinbase? Are we talking about when I was nuts deep short in space, SPCE? Which trade are we talking about? I think both of those trades came well after I took a break. Let's see here. I moved to Kick a couple weeks ago. It's night and day. I mean, the chat is significantly better too. Oh, thank you, excuse me, Musped. Thank you so much. 2 months. Nice. Matt says another story. I was trading on my phone in the hot sun like a dumbass in a trade heavy. My screen timed out, went black from the heat. I was about a mile away from my desktop. I ran forwards. Right, dude. That's that ain't it. That's spooky stuff. This market is such garbage, bro. This is such freaking hot trash. Tesla's still pushing. I don't know why. Tesla just broke 300. It's trading 301s now. No idea why. Maybe Grok. Rips, earlier you said that if drones with C4 explosives start coming over. No, I said if they had automatic rifles on them. If they have automatic rifles on them, then we're screwed. C4, yeah, we can shoot those down. Get a kill streak on those things. Maybe do a 10 kill streak, drop an AC-130. Shadow Man says, yeah, you're a dumbass for sure. Thanks, man. Good morning to you too. Appreciate you. Well, I'm really getting good at staying out of chops now. Old me was short here. That's good. I hope that my style of not trading stupid stuff is rubbing off on you. No, Rip's not you. Oh, I thought you were talking about me, dude. Well, good morning to you, regardless. Oh, the kid in the sun. Oh. This is the second Celsius, Lulu. Number 2. I'm going to put this in my hydration tracker. I am on a 18-day streak with my hydration right now. Big brain move. Shaboomskis. Hey, Rips, for AMP, which connection you use? CQG. CQG. It's my favorite connection to use. I've tried all of them. It's fastest. It's great. Works with TradingView. It's extremely fast. I have experienced maybe 2 issues this entire year. And they didn't get me into trouble. There's never been a time when I couldn't close, but there were 2 significant times where I could not open a position, and that was fine. I'd rather be able to not open a position than not close a position. Rhythmic versus CQG. CQG by a mile. By a country mile. What am I drinking? Celsius, babe. Right here. By the way, Prime deal on Celsius. Thank you to who pointed that out to me. Big shout out to, I don't know who it was. This is way back in chat. If you like the Whoop, check out HINDSIGHT. It's a platform, better insights than your Whoop. It integrates seamlessly. Last 550K combines last night by 76 cents, passed in 2.5 days. Got them activated this morning, ready to kill it today. Well, only be ready to trade those if the market gives you a setup. Otherwise, keep them on ice, baby. It was you, Andreas. Thank you so much, buddy. No, it was Amazon Prime Day deal. I think I ordered... I don't want to say, it's embarrassing. I have a lot of cases. I wouldn't be surprised if they show up with a forklift in my house. Tesla might close the weekly gap, go for 312. I mean, Tesla can move. I think it, like, if it started to skeet, it could go like 320 and then break out, and like options pressure by Friday could get it up to like 345, 347. Costco has them like $7 off a case right now. I don't know. What's the end price? Because I think I picked up all of my cases from Amazon Prime for like $15 a case. Amazon driver, please don't order. I mean, yeah. Especially in this hot Vegas sun. Now it says, I just completed my bookmap sub using 4th of July code. Thanks. My pleasure, man. I love to be able to be involved in any kind of savings like that. Question, what do you see at a glance that tells you you're staying out of the futures trades? Hallmarks, levels, etc. Do you use higher time frames for DOL, the daily optimal levels? What's DOL? D-O-L. Daily outlook? Daily outlook, maybe? For me, I rely heavily on the macro environment that we're in. So on days like today where we have very little news, there needs to be a reason for equities to be moving. And if I don't know that reason, I'm sort of gambling. So for instance, why is Tesla moving? Likely due to the Grok presentation. That's what I'd surmise from that. Why would Microsoft be moving right now? They shouldn't be. Why is Nvidia moving right now? It's taking out all-time highs. There's some squeeze pressure. You ask yourself these questions, and if you can't come up with definitive answers why the market should be doing something exactly, then I'm happier to stay out of the trade. It's summertime, volume is down. It makes it very difficult for me to actually, like if I want to trade a 20-point trade, I want to have a lot of contracts on, and I want to be extremely certain of the outcome of that trade, as close as I can be to 100% certainty. If I don't have any of that, what's the point of me possibly risking my own money that I could lose into a market that's not giving me a favorable advantage? We talked about this. Like, if the market is not dealing me a blackjack hand, like 2 kings, deal me 2 kings, I get dealt 20. Every single hand, give me 2 kings, 2 kings, 2 kings. If I get dealt 2 kings, I'm as close as you can get with blackjack, right? I'm 1 point away from blackjack. Now, I can't say like, oh, the market's going to deal me blackjack every hand. No. But if the market is dealing me 2 kings, I'd much rather play at that table versus a natural blackjack table, right? It's the same thing as like rolling a dice in craps where you can only make 7 like 2 different ways. You can make 7 a lot of different ways with a pair of dice, you know? I'm just trying to give you analogies that makes it make sense. Draw on liquidity. Thanks, man. Sounds like, draw on liquidity. Sounds like you use common sense, essentially. Yeah, I mean, sort of, but I want the market to be easy, right? And I can be patient and wait for me to get an easy setup and snipe it. Like, I did not see this as a long coming. In the same way that I couldn't make sense of why it was a short. This is just pumping long right now. Tesla just took out 302s. Microsoft has returned from this little slow bleed that it was doing. Google is sort of bottoming out. Amazon is sort of just still chopping sideways. Meta is looking like it's making a floor at 730. None of this is making me want to get into a trade right now. Ivan, of course you could type here. We did play Bubble Craps yesterday, Tiger. We played it for like 20 minutes. And I think I made like Poppy made like $400. And I think I made like $100, something like that. We both made money yesterday. Yeah, you missed it. Got to tune in 24/7, baby. Hit support level 6,300. Yeah, that's definitely a reason, but where do we go from here? Yeah. I'd rather be patient. What's the code RIPS bookmap discount, and is it still on? What's the ESPN thing in? When's the ESPN? Oh, the poker thing is going to be probably August. I'll check the schedule after I drop the link here. Boom, 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 boom. There it is. Here's the 4th of July sale. I think it ends tomorrow, actually, or tonight at midnight. When is it? Ends July 11th, so maybe it's tonight at midnight. I've never seen them offer a deal on Bookmap data before. If you want to try Bookmap, I think 3 months is a good trial time to take it. And you get 60% off the software and the data. Try it. I don't know. Or not. Or don't. How are you feeling from the... It wasn't as good as the Evian that they gave us in the high limit room. Nick, I dropped it right there. It's the X post right there. Gorilla Mind drinks are my new go-to. Best ingredients on the market. Let me see. See what we got here. Gorilla Mind. Not Gorilla Glue. How's the flavor? Do they taste like hot garbage? What's the best flavor? Blackberry lemonade. I'll give these a spin. Lucky lemon, huh? Ooh. Sour watermelon candy? I've never tried Zoa. I think it's kind of like sugary, isn't it? Why does it only have a 4.1? Doesn't taste like watermelon at all. Grape, kiwi, and lychee. Gotcha. Kick link, please. Rips mod, if you would. There you go. Market's still not doing anything. We did reject the magical green line, but what's stopping us from getting a draw liquidity up there? I don't know, man. I hate when the market does this, but I've learned to control my hatred for it by launching rockets out of my soul. Again, if you are here on YouTube, make sure you are a sub. We're trying to get up to 35,000 subs here on YouTube. If you drop a like, it does help the algorithm out a lot. I'd love to take a trade today, but it has to be a nice setup for me. Probably just try to hit something in Tradeify. I don't know. Maybe look at a small trade on the Percy or something, but I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? September? Yeah, September usually, dude. When the fall comes, liquidity comes back in. There's opportunities everywhere. That's why when the market is giving you opportunities, it's worthwhile parking your tuchus in your chair. Do you ever take a swing at options? All the time. My long-term portfolio is mostly leaps. Lower highs into the open. Yeah, I mean, we're right around that trend line. We'll have to see. We could squeeze, like, going straight up for where we went to yesterday, which would be lovely. If we have, like, a crazy squeeze, it'd be nice. Who knows, though? I'm not going to be like, oh, we got to watch for this squeeze off the open. Tesla now trading 302 halves. Market's opening in 23 minutes here. So there's a lot that can happen in these next 23 minutes. Soul Pump is dope, dude. I'm going to be playing that again today on Kick. Why don't you scout between levels? Because it's not giving me a setup that I'm worth putting my own money on the line for. I'd rather be patient. If I can snipe a trade that has a crispy setup for 20 grand, what's the point of me trying to go smaller size so I can make, oh, here, I picked up a $800 trade here. Oh, whoops, I missed that one, down 1,200. Ah, shoot, missed this one. Now we're down 2,400. Ah, dang it. I didn't have any patience. Now I'm down 3,600 off the open here. You know? Why don't I just wait? I can snipe a trade for 30 grand. If there's a setup I can snipe for 30 grand, great. I don't want to dink around, you know? Sweet Al says, these ads are killing me, bro. Well, I wish there was an ad-free platform called Kick that we're live streaming at right now in this. Oh, wait, there is. And we've dropped the link about 360,000 times today. Ripsmod, if you would, please. Drop that link again. Sweet Al needs it. If you click that link, you can sign up with an account using your Google account or whatever, and then just watch right there. There you go. Kick is actually go to compared to YouTube. I agree with you. I do agree with you. It's very low latency, better quality, chat's better. Yeah, Brave browser. I've never used it before. I remember when that first came out, I was like, this is the future. You get Brave tokens. Think about going long and break above the green line? Not necessarily, no. If I see us breaking above that green line, and all of a sudden there's a bunch of orders that are stacked above us and we're running into that and there's not a lot of buyers, maybe we look at taking that short. There's a lot of if, then, else commands that go off in my brain when I'm watching order flow. McGruff, you only use Brave. Yeah, there's a lot of Bravesters out there. All right. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to be trading this crap until probably the open. Maybe. We'll see. But I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right. We're back. Unemployment is going to be a serious problem. Unfortunately, the top 1% of earners will only get wealthier while the rest get squeezed for all the pennies in their piggy bank. The real strat in this climate is to provide new value utilizing AI and data mining to increase efficiency or productivity of already established systems. Sounds like you're AI. Sounded like a very AI-like response. Tesla's pulling back from 303. Microsoft is rejecting at the 50 and the VWAP. So Microsoft's movement, I think, is again dictating a lot of what we're seeing in the NQ here. If anybody shorted at the magical green line, you're good for 17 points right now. Yeah, it seems like that was written by AI. Testing 6,300 here in the S&Ps again. Right where the VWAP is. Still in from 71. Gotcha. Yeah, not my market right now. Not it. Magical green line again is this. This topping area that we had, where we had a draw of liquidity above it. Just topped out, drew some liquidity, and we're topping out again. So, all it is. We're currently underneath the uptrend. So, a couple things saying that it's bullish, or sorry, bearish, but anything can change off the open here. What PS article did you pull this from? Soul Pump just did a 50x, dude. A lot more interesting than this crap. Ugh. Still haven't taken a trade. Trade of 8. Amp. Nothing. Nada. No trades. Nothing. What's the highest you folks have seen on Soul Pump? I feel like 350x is what I saw was the highest. Last night it was freaking printing like crazy. It was like nothing but purples and greens and yellers. Crazy. Yeah, and there goes that 17. Dude, exactly. It's just like no rhyme or reason. Just rinsing and rinsing. Like, no thanks, dude. I'm good. I'm straight on that, bro. Screenshot of 19,000. That's crazy. 19,000% is not, or 19,000x. What's the site to play on the Rockets? It's if you scroll down Kick, there's a little square that says it. Click that link. Oh God, this market, just get it over with already. Let's go. Come on, get it open. See if we can snipe something, and then we can friggin' launch rockets, please. I might just trade the open on Kick exclusively. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Maybe. Whatever. I'll leave it all open. Who cares? Whatever. Gonna get a quick walk in before. I like that. You got time. You got 13 minutes. Keeps you from trading. Yeah. I mean, the market itself is keeping me from trading. This is just a bucket of yuck with this side up. Ugh. Nonsense. Pure nonsense. What's up, OG? Beep boop. Beep bloop. I mean, dude, the Soul Pump rolls are fun. Like, this is pure total garbage. This is not tradable. I'm sorry, but there's nothing that's telling me that there's a trade that I want to take in any of this crap right now. Oh my God, what in the world? 159,000x? Jeez. Another one, 49x? Dude, oh my God, I gotta get over to Soul Pump, dude. Bro is rolling 2.1 Soul per amp. Me? I did a couple big ones. Current NQ is like the black rots on Soul Pump. No kidding. What's the green line right here? We talked about this literally 30 seconds ago. Well, minute 30. Topping resistance. Sweep of liquidity. Topping resistance. I don't know. Maybe it does something, maybe it doesn't. Who knows? Really, Microsoft's gonna dictate what the NQ does today. I think Microsoft has the wheel. How do you drive your average price down? Add more? I don't know. Can I speak any Portuguese? I don't think so. Like, what is it? Saúde? Isn't that Portuguese? Saúde. Killer Kyle, if you go to kick.com/selling-rips. Yeah, it's right there. Rips, will we ever see you on the Hustler stream with Airball, Keating, and those guys? Yeah, I mean, I've been invited to play 100 million times. I had lunch with Ryan Feldman last week. They're all good friends. Yes, the answer is yes. We're going to do vlogs out of it. 100%. Loving Kick better than YouTube. Thanks, Rip. See? There you go. Much better. Mucho mejor. Stop trolling me, Richard. I can dream, right? I'm just dreaming of 6307. Stop being mean to me. Your target 6307? I mean, you might get it on a little blast through the open, you know? TF says, I see lots of big red dots. Price should go down. That's not how it works, no. What's up, J-Mac? Spaceman settings? I mean, they're pretty standard. Just everything, you know? Just everything. That's pretty much it. I got everything. Not very many crazy settings, you know? Didn't you already ask me this? Is I was long over the top in liquidity line? It's if this, then that kind of thing. Maybe. Big fair value gaps below need filling. Wait, I've heard this song before. Isn't this like a TikTok song? It's a TikTok song, right? It's a remix of popular. Okay. We're pushing up a little bit here. 8.5 minutes. Max Verstappen? Really? Crazy. Another open like yesterday. I mean, we could easily just squeeze to the moon, you know? Could easily happen. There's little in the way of that, to be honest. Okay, why is my AC not turning on? Come on, Apple HomeKit. What are you doing? What's your game here? 1 second. You're almost at 6307, Richard. All right, that's better. Morning Espresso One. Are you taking music requests? No. Oh, dude, Morning in America is a great song. Once we get off YouTube, yeah, we'll play some regular music. I think we just do the open on kick, to be honest. Let's try the open on kick. We got 7 minutes till kick, or 7 minutes till the open. I think that's what we do. Let's do that. Join us over on Kick. Let's do that. Join us. Join us on Kick. That's where we're going to be. I'm waiting for Ripsmod to like spam the link. Ripsmod is stubborn right now. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to spam that link. I'm not even here. Well, if Ripsmod ever wants to spam the link, then we'll shut it down. Oh, well, never mind. Never mind. Ripsmod always gone. Whenever I need Ripsmod the most, they're gone. It's crazy. I guess this will be like Ripsmod 7.0. He's already at Kick. I don't see Ripsmod at Kick. Crazy. Oh, thanks for joining us. All right, I'll see you folks over on Kick. Thanks for tuning in on YouTube. I'll be back on YouTube tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning, Eastern, 5 a.m. Pacific. See ya. Bye-bye. See ya.